What has happened in BC Spirits? Spirit Day number 74. Today we're going to do a little barrel aged gin here. This one I don't think is as well known as it should be. This is the Wayward Distilling from Courtney. Their bourbon barrel aged gin. Now, everything that Wayward does is honey based, which if you start researching how fermenting and distilling and all that sort of stuff, it's a bit of a pain in the ass and it's really expensive. Honey is costly, and they've really stuck to their guns over the years. They could have easily changed over to fruit or grain or whatever, but they've always stuck with honey, and it gives a very specific flavor profile, which I really, really enjoy because it's something a little bit different. Honey is obviously very fermentable. It ferments really well because it's just sugar. Ferments really well, turns into fermentable wash real quick, distill it off, but it did take Dave and the team a fair few months to figure that out way back in the day when they first opened. They've been doing the barrel-aged gin for quite some time now. This is the Char number 3, which is obviously the Char of the bourbon barrel, and it gets sat in there for 6 months, which is fantastic as well. Their gin is already fantastic. I love the Wayward gin. And on the nose, you get the sweet sort of aroma of honeysuckle on the nose with that beautiful vanilla from the bourbon barrel. And then a little bit of dry wood in the finish. On the palate, I've talked about this a million times over, but I'll make it a mention again for anybody who's watching for the first time. You get this beautiful, spectacular, really oaky, dry cut oak, vanillas, spice, balancing off with the sweet honeysuckle of gin and the botanicals. This one, I usually talk about how the botanicals and the wood can be the wood's an extra botanical, if it will, in the gin process. This one, the wood has definitely got a little bit more pronounced in the back finish, a little bit more woody, a little bit more vanillas and spice. Definitely that Char number 3, as it says on the label, is definitely something that sort of sits predominantly. A little hint of smoke in the finish as well, but it's still gin based. It's not as heavy oaked as a lot. I love these gins that are coming out now that aren't going for this sort of heavy barrel aging, but it's very subtle. It's an addition, not a connection over. It finishes fantastic. Negroni style for sure. This, the Esquimalt Wine Rosso, and the Woods Amaro, as always. I would even go a little bit special and do the Woods Amaro barrel aged, the barrel aged Amaro, which is kind of epic as well. You basically got yourself a barrel aged Negroni without doing any other barrel aging yourself. So, Spirit of the Day, Wayward Distilling Char number 3 barrel aged gin. Check it out. See you tomorrow.